Hey, I'm a sloth. I'm very, very slow. But even I managed to notice 11 million cryptocurrencies die. Show them.
Right now, while you're watching this video, somewhere in the world, a cryptocurrency is dying. And another one. And another. Not dropping in price. Not going through a rough patch. Dying. Forever. Turning into digital garbage worth absolutely nothing. Over the last 10 years, people have created millions of cryptocurrencies. Millions. And the vast majority of them are already dead. Their charts are a flat line at zero. Their creators vanished. And the money of everyone who believed in them disappeared without a trace. Here's the thing, this is not bad luck. This is not a coincidence. This is a system, and it runs like clockwork. 10 minutes from now, you'll know exactly why 95% of all crypto is mathematically doomed to hit zero, and how to tell a living coin from a walking corpse in under 30 seconds. I'll also tell you the story of a top 10 coin, one that was considered almost as safe as the dollar, that evaporated in a single week, taking tens of billions of dollars with it. And if that one didn't survive, what chance do the rest have? Let's start with numbers that should make you deeply uncomfortable. Market researchers have tracked the fate of more than 20 million cryptocurrencies launched over the past few years. The result? More than half of them are already dead. No trading, no team, no website, nothing. Flip a coin. Heads, your crypto just loses value. Tails, it disappears completely. Those are the real odds for anyone buying a random coin. But even that is not the scary part. The scary part is how fast crypto is dying. Look at the trend. In 2021, about 2,500 projects died. In 2025 alone, 11.6 million. 11 million dead coins in a single year. That's 4,500 times more. And it's 200 times more than the total number of companies listed on every stock exchange on the planet, combined. There was even one day when the market burned through $19 billion of bets in 24 hours. And over the next 3 months, almost 8 million tokens died. The graveyard you're looking at is growing faster than any city on Earth. So where do all these coins even come from? Who is cranking them out in these numbers? Let me show you, and once you see it, you'll understand the entire game in about 1 minute. To understand why crypto dies by the thousands, you need to know one fact that changes everything. Literally anyone can create their own cryptocurrency. Not a bank. Not a corporation. Not a genius programmer. Anyone. Your neighbor. A teenager on summer break. A scammer on the other side of the world. It takes less time than cooking dinner. There are ready-made templates online. Type in a name, slap on a logo, click a button. Congratulations, you now have your own coin. Even our Sloth could have managed it without coming down from the branch. And it costs less than a pizza delivery. Now compare that to the real world. To take a company public on the stock market, you need years of work, auditors, lawyers, financial statements, and regulators checking every single step. Lie in those documents, you go to prison. To launch a cryptocurrency, 10 minutes and a couple of dollars. Nobody checks whether there's anything real behind the coin. Nobody even asks your name. So ask yourself, if anyone can create something in 10 minutes, anonymously, with zero accountability, what are the odds that this something is valuable? Exactly. When a door has no lock, The first people through it are thieves. And now let me show you what they're carrying out. 3 stories, each one crazier than the last. Story number 1. The circus. A project called BitConnect promised people around 1% profit per day. Sounds modest? Over a year, that kind of magic turns $1,000 into tens of thousands. People poured money in by the busload. The coin shot up hundreds of times over. And at the project's festivals, promoters literally screamed with joy on stage under the fireworks. Those clips still live on the internet as memes. And then, in a single day, it all collapsed. Turns out there was no trading system at all. It was a classic financial pyramid worth billions of dollars. Money from new investors was simply handed to the old ones. The coin crashed from hundreds of dollars to nearly zero and never came back, ever. Story number 2, a robbery in 60 seconds. When the whole world was watching that survival game TV show, some anonymous creators simply stole its name and slapped a coin on it. No rights, no connection to the show. Pure hype. Within days, the price exploded by tens of thousands of %. People were terrified of missing the opportunity of a lifetime. There was just one tiny detail. You could buy the coin, but you couldn't sell it. The creators wired that directly into the code. When enough money piled up, they pressed one button, took everything, and vanished. Minus 99.99% in a matter of minutes. On the chart, it looks like a cliff. And story number 3, the one I promised you at the start. The catastrophe. Terra Luna was not some basement project. It was a top 10 coin. Professional funds invested in it. Millions of ordinary families invested in it. It was considered almost as safe as the dollar. That was literally its entire purpose. And in 1 week, it lost virtually everything. Tens of billions of dollars evaporated. The price collapsed from over $100 to a fraction of a cent, down more than 99.9%. People lost homes, pensions, life savings. The forums from those days are still terrifying to read. Notice the pattern? A pyramid, a heist, and a safe giant. 3 completely different stories with the exact same ending. Because under the hood, they all ran on the same machine. And now, the most important part of this entire video. I'm going to take that machine apart, piece by piece. Memorize 4 steps, and you will start seeing this scheme everywhere. It's called pump and dump, and 95% of all coins live and die by it. Step 1. The creators launch a coin and keep a massive chunk for themselves. For free, their entry price is 0. Step 2. The hype machine. Paid influencers, ads, promises of 100x gains. Stories about some guy who threw in $100 and bought a sports car. Step 3. The crowd rushes in. The price rockets up, everyone feels like a genius. Profit screenshots flood social media and pull in even more people. And Step 4. The creators sell their free coins at the very top. It costs them nothing, and they walk away with millions. The price collapses. Curtain. And here's the brutal truth. Who buys at the very top? Not the professionals. Ordinary people, the ones who saw the price climbing and panicked about being left behind. The money in this scheme doesn't disappear. It relocates from the pocket of the person who believed into the pocket of the person who planned the whole thing. The test is simple. Ask 3 questions about any coin. What does it actually do? What problem does it solve? Who will be using it 10 years from now? For 95% of coins, there is no answer. There's a logo, big words, and a promise that the price will go up. But a price with no real value behind it holds up only as long as new buyers keep walking in. It's musical chairs. The music will stop, and in this game, there were never any chairs to begin with.
I don't play musical chairs. By the time I reach the chair, the game's already ended 3 times. And you know what? That's exactly what always saved me.
So does that mean all crypto is a scam and it's all going to vanish tomorrow? No, and pay close attention here because this is the most important part of the video. I said 95%, not 100. History has already shown us this exact movie. In the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. Hundreds of internet companies died. Money burned exactly the same way. But a handful of companies with a real product survived and grew into the giants you cannot imagine your life without today. The bubble popped, the technology stayed. Crypto runs through the same filter. The projects that survive have 3 things. First, real-world use. People use them for actual purposes, not just speculation. Second, time. They've lived through multiple crashes and didn't die, and every crash is natural selection that wipes out the empty shells. And third, there is no single person with a button who can take everything and disappear at any moment. Projects like that, a handful out of tens of thousands. And even they are not protected from falling 50, 70, 80%. The difference comes down to one thing. They have a chance to get back up. For the other 95%, any fall is the last one. And do you know why a sloth is the one running this channel? Because in this market, it's not the fastest to survive. It's the calmest to survive. While the crowd runs around in a panic, swinging between buy now and sell now, the slow beast sits on its branch and keeps its money. So here is your weapon. The next time someone shows you a coin that's guaranteed to 100x, ask those 3 questions. What does it actually do? Who created it? And do they stand behind their words with a real name and a real face? And the big one, why is someone pushing it on you this hard? If even one of those questions has no clear answer, congratulations, you just saved your money. You're looking at a future resident of the graveyard from the beginning of this video. Money doesn't come from thin air. If someone made $1 million on a coin, it means other people brought that million in and left it there. And the entire system is built so that this person is you. The most powerful protection isn't luck, and it isn't secret insider tips. It's understanding the rules of the game. And now you do. You already see what 95% of buyers never will. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe. On this channel, we break down in plain English how money really works and who is trying to pull it out of your pocket every single day. Speaking of which, in the next video, I'll show you the scheme that's legally taking money from you right now. Banks do it so beautifully, you actually thank them for it. See you there.
Stay slow. Stay rich. Mostly slow.